So for the longest time, I have received comment after comment and tweet after tweet from people telling me that I should get purple team in Roblox Arsenal because it's apparently what I deserve. I knew this was more of a compliment than anything else, purely based on a bunch of other YouTubers asking for the purple team for themselves and then getting happy and excited when that request gets fulfilled. But I do want to tell the truth and say that I have never been super invested in researching what the purple team is, and so I just didn't fully understand what it was up until yesterday when I decided to look into it a little bit more. Plus, mixed in with the comments telling me that I deserve purple team were a few people here and there asking me for my thoughts on purple team or my opinion on purple team. So I guess me learning exactly what it is will help with expressing my true opinion on this. The first thing I found when searching around for some information on purple team was someone in the Roblox Arsenal wiki asking how to get purple team. I want to know, and from the answers to this post it becomes kind of obvious that there is no actual requirements you need to reach or any specific methods that you need to complete in order to receive the purple team for yourself. It's more like a very exclusive thing that has only been given to very few people, including admins of the game or content creators of the game. Now, of course, I follow people like Kaneko and Chase on Twitter, and so that means I've seen them talking about purple team a few times here and there, and recently we even got to see Chase create his own rap song in order to win purple team as per request of mightybaseplate himself. So whilst I now know a rough idea of who has purple team and possible methods or requirements for the developers to even think about giving someone purple team, I still have no idea what it actually is, but I guess we can take some pretty educated guesses based on information we have found from other YouTubers talking about it before. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video and you will become my favourite person in the whole entire world. And of course, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, because we are getting so close to our current goal of 1 billion subscribers. I think the biggest thing is that purple team is quite literally a team alongside your standard red, blue, green and yellow, except purple is extremely exclusive, and for someone who has access to purple team, they are likely going to end up on that team all alone, because obviously the 10 or so other people who have it aren't all going to be in the same server together all the time. I guess being on your own separate team is kind of the main appeal with having purple team, because perhaps it would be an incredibly fun experience to be your own team away from everyone else. Like, it genuinely seems like it would be pretty cool to be against everyone and they kind of just have no say in that matter, but also equally as frustrating because obviously this also means that they are all against you and you kind of have no say in that side of things. So just last night I was trying to play Arsenal because, as some of you may know, I prefer to record my Arsenal background footage the day before I'm recording and editing the rest of the video, and I don't know what was happening, but yesterday my problem with hackers became much more prominent and it made it quite literally impossible to record any footage whatsoever. Typically I like to switch servers after each round is over. I don't know why, I just prefer to do it that way most of the time, and so I will obviously encounter the odd server or two that has people exploiting inside of it, but other than that I'm pretty good to go. But last night was super weird because I had server after server after server after server that had someone exploiting in one way or another. One of them had those giant baguette stick things raining down from the sky, another had someone using aimbot to clear a good 32 kills in what felt like a maximum of 20 seconds, another server had one person teleporting around to each team member and just knifing them until the game had ended and they had won. So I think it's safe to say that I just wasn't having the best time with these servers last night, and sure, I could go off and play a different game until the presence of hackers had died down a little bit and it was safe to play again, but I was literally trying to record footage for my video and I would have like a real good match where I'm about to win in under 3 minutes or something when all of a sudden some fat baguettes start flying around the map. So yes, it was basically impossible to record my video. So I decided to take my frustrations with the exploiters to Twitter once again, and first of all I want to clear up the fact that I love Arsenal and I absolutely do not blame them for these hackers hackers and exploiters. Like, it's probably equally as annoying for them to see that their players are forced to deal with this problem on a daily basis. But basically I said, I don't know what it is, but I seem to have these time periods where I can not join an Arsenal server that doesn't have a hacker. This happens literally at least once a day, and I'm not even joking because I counted the servers yesterday and I wrote them down. I joined 8 for 8 servers that each contains some kind of hacker, and I don't know if I accidentally miscounted and maybe I joined the same hacker more than once, or if some of these hackers personally targeted me and follow me into the game by using certain programs that allow them to bypass certain things. I really have no idea what was going on, and usually I like to just laugh it off, but when you are trying to record something for your video, I cannot even begin to express how annoying it got towards the end. But then a bunch of people began replying to my tweet to tell me that I should get purple team. Claim the purple team you deserve. Oh yeah, at mightybaseplate, how much for you to give her purple team? At mightybaseplate, give her purple team. Ask Mighty for purple team. So, as a joke, I tweeted all 4 of these screenshots, which resulted in a bunch more people tagging Mighty Baseplate in my tweet and requesting that I am given the purple team inside of Arsenal. Besides not fully understanding what it was or what it did, there is one very large reason why I have never asked for purple team before, just one very specific reason. But basically, with everyone replying to my tweet about hackers and telling me that I need purple team, I can only assume that this also gives you the power to kick players from the game, and I would imagine there is very certain rules behind that, like literally just ban any obvious hackers and exploiters. But it's interesting that this happened actually, because just a couple of days ago my brother and I were having a conversation about purple team, because there is this visual glitch where you're loading into Arsenal, and if you press on deploy before you give the game a chance to finish loading, the purple team icon is going to appear for a couple of seconds down there in the corner. Visual glitch, you can't click on it or anything, but it still appears, and I believe a fair amount of people use that for clickbait or something along those lines. But yeah, it did get us talking, and my brother told me how he thinks it's unfair to all the other players when someone joins the purple team, because it gives you more targets than the rest of the players in the server, because obviously when you're on purple team, you are on your very own team that only you can access, which then means that you're not on red team and you're not on blue team. Considering you're on neither of those teams, you are now allowed to attack both of those teams. So I suppose that does sound incredibly unfair when you put it that way, but you also have to take into account the fact that if you can shoot at them, that means that they can shoot at you. So whilst you did create more targets for yourself, you have also allowed for more targets against yourself. So in that perspective, I personally think that things kind of even out, and just because someone like Kaneko Kitten is wiping out the entire map in the space of 30 seconds doesn't really mean it's automatically unfair. It's literally because he's good at the game. Like, you go ahead and give purple team to an Arsenal player who just isn't good at the game, and I can almost guarantee that they are not going to be able to do the same thing as what Kaneko Kitten just did. But yeah, I have been getting comments about how I should get purple team or that I deserve purple team literally for as long as I can remember, and then just last night you guys decided to take it to Twitter as well, so I thought, what a perfect time to give my thoughts and opinions on the legendary feature that is known as Roblox Arsenal Purple Team. But anyway, what do you guys think of the purple team inside of Roblox Arsenal, and also what you think of the exploiters around the game? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.